I have a number of video interviews that I'm going to do in the next little while here. One of them will be with the PNP, the Philippine National Police friends that I have, right at their location and their outpost right next to the ocean. So you're gonna get to see their their cop shop and their boat. They call it the Bangka. It's a funny looking Filipino boat with outriggers on it and a couple of motors they have on. Apparently they got a backup there as well. It's fairly large, long, that is, not that wide, but it's long and very stable. And yeah, I love that boat. It's amazing. They go out there on patrol, making sure that everybody's in the clear and not doing stupid things. Or if they are, they're gonna enforce the law because they got guns, big ones too. And they promised that they're gonna take me for at least one ride anyway. So maybe I'll try to save that video for when I go for the ride, and then I'm going to interview the station captain and some of the constables there, and we'll do a gun show. You get to see what sort of weapons they employ here. And yeah, they got some pretty nice weapons compared to the city of Calgary police. These guys have guns. Oh yeah, no kidding. Cops in Calgary, they got 9mm Glocks and a shotgun. That's all they have. Here, you got an arsenal of shit that can be pointed at you and hurt you really bad. So that's going to be interesting. And then the other video that I wanted to do it's about snakes in the Philippines. Right at the police station, they have python, reticulated python, but it's just a baby one. It's like 3 feet long snake that bit me a number of times because I was the only one ballsy enough to stick my hand in his cage and pull him out and try to tame him, domesticate him a little bit, and he decided to clamp on my fingers and do all kinds of stuff. It was like he was gonna swallow me whole, even though his head is only this big. But you know, it's what they do. When they're born, they have to be defensive so that they don't get killed. And I got some bites. I think I showed you in a different video. See the puncture marks right around there and there. Those are snake teeth, and it was bleeding a little bit, and he was coiled up around my arm and squeezing and all that, what constrictors do. And I was like, why would you be scared? They asked me, are you not scared? Oh, he's biting. Yeah, it's like even a little baby can bite harder than that, and it's okay. And I walked around with this snake wrapped around my wrist like that, and the street there, and there's a whole bunch of places where you can buy food, the street vendors, and I have some friends there, and I was showing the girls the snake, and everybody's like, "Whoa, oh my god, so scary! Are you scared?" Well, you see the snake on me, and I don't look scared, right? So obviously I'm not scared. Would you like to try? No, no, no. They are terrified of snakes here. They are, and they have some pretty nasty snakes here. This guy here that I had on my arm is just a baby, but when he's a fully grown adult, he's supposed to be about 30 feet at least, 10 meters long, and the weight of 2 men. So looking at like 400 pounds, and yeah, he can just get around you and squeeze you to death, and then you're done. But if you domesticate it from the beginning, since he's a baby, then he should be able to be handled by an adult or even a child easily. And all that nippy, bitey thing that he's got, that's because he's scared. Once he gets comfortable with you, you can let him run around you and coil around your neck and all that. No, he's not going to kill you. A 3-foot snake will not strangulate you to death. He's got to be at least 3 meters long before he can do any strangulating damage to you. It's not possible. They don't have the strength. Even though I was watching a YouTube video about the reticulated pythons, and apparently they have 10,000 muscles in their body. That's why they can do all that damage when they constrict you, and basically every time you breathe out, they squeeze in a little bit more around your torso, and before you know it, you can't expand your lungs to take another breath, and then you asphyxiate to death, and that's how they kill you. And then they eat you like right from the head. That's kind of cool. But this little snake is just amazing. I try to make a point of going there a few times a week to get him out of his cage and get him used to human touching, and he can smell me and sniff me and go around my arm. I'm hoping that eventually I'm gonna own that snake, because they probably won't want to own it because they're scared of snake here. They don't say scared here, they say scared. Same with beer, they call it burr. Burr. Are you scared to have a burr? Yeah, that's how they say. It's the Filipino way, and to me it sounds really funny, but I got used to it, and now I don't laugh out loud anymore. It's just entertaining. But it's also entertaining to see how scared they are of a tiny little snake that they know it's not poisonous, because they saw me being bitten by it, and I didn't die half hour later. So now they know that, oh yeah, it's okay. It bit the foreigner and he's still alive. Maybe the foreigner's got weird blood and he doesn't get poisoned. But I'm sure they realize that it's not a poisonous snake, and it's okay. But they're still scared because it bites. You stick your hand in the cage there and it'll strike, bluff strikes a number of times, and then I just go behind his head and I grab his head and pull him out, and he wraps around my hand or arm, and then I let him put his head in my fingers, like you've seen the marks there, and he does his thing, and then there's some bleeding going on because, well, who cares? It's called bloodletting. And those people on the street, when they see me being bitten by a snake, and that guy has got his mouth open like this, and even though he's a tiny little snake, his mouth opens like 2 inches, and he's got his front jaw on my knuckle there, and then the other jaw is there where the other marks are. Yeah, it's pretty big, and I could feel the skin perforation, but it's not like it's agonizing pain or something. It's like a little prick mark, so what's the big deal? You know, you just have to live with it. You know, we've been in the army for a reason. We have to be able to withstand pain and maybe even a little bit of torture and survive, because we are survivors as humans. If you're not a survivor, you'll perish. That's basically the rule. So I'll do the video on that snake maybe tomorrow. And apparently they got some sea snakes here that are very poisonous and very dangerous. I was walking down the boulevard, which is right next to the seawall there, on a sidewalk, and there were a bunch of kids jumping in the water and having fun. All of a sudden, everybody comes back on dry land. And I was wondering why, and then they said, oh, there's a snake there. Oh yeah, that's a sea snake. And then I asked the police station captain there, so what's up with the sea snakes there? He says, oh yeah, they're very dangerous, they're very poisonous, that's why the kids jumped in. Okay, I got it. I will never get in the way of that sea snake. I will not try to catch one with my bare hands, and I'll try to stay away as much as I can. But we'll see all that stuff in a different video. Maybe I can catch a sea snake on camera for you, just to show you what it looks like. and I can guarantee you I'm not going to try to catch him. Stay put.